Encouraging news for Austin Peay students who are just looking for that next meal. The campus S.O.S food pantry is going to get a brand new home. So exciting. It's going to be so much bigger. President Licari announced that this week. And of course, joining us today with more about it is Olivia Lahan and Laura Mayweather from the pantry. Thank you so much for joining us today. So let's talk about the big news announced this week, a new home for you, which is so desperately needed. So Olivia, you want to tackle that and tell us all about it? How's it going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely. So President Licari has really made it an initiative, and it's part of our strategic plan to move our S.O.S food pantry to a bigger location that can serve even more students. And so starting, hopefully we'll be doing ribbon cutting in spring 2027. But the hope is that we will be fully moved in to a new building that will provide a lot more floor space for us to carry more pantry items, including personal hygiene products, cleaning supplies, as well as refrigerated food. We're hoping to have a rooftop garden, and we're going to be housed right next to the bookstore. So it's in a really central location, right on College Street. We're hoping to add additional hydroponic towers for those students who have seen the hydroponic towers growing in the pantry. We're going to add 3 more. So we're just incredibly excited about really deepening our impact and serving even more students and their families, because we see the need is really there.
Definitely is. And it's a long time coming, right? Because 2012 is when the pantry started as a tiny kind of closet type of space. And now, wow, it's going to be what, triple the size at least, probably?
Yeah. So many people don't know this, but the food pantry was actually started as an initiative by students. They did a service learning project and identified a need of food insecurity on campus. And so, yeah, it started in a little accordion, like a closet with little accordion doors. We've had several different locations and are now housed, at 322 Home Avenue. But we're really looking forward to doubling, even tripling our space, as well as providing, just a lot of different kind of innovative ways to grow food, to have it be a central hub where students can go there not only to receive food, but also feel welcome and get help with financial literacy, budgeting, and have it be sort of a one-stop shop for students who might be needing help with their basic needs.
And the timing really couldn't be better. We have seen food prices, and I just wanted to talk to you. I just checked the prices on my phone before we came in here together. A gallon of milk between $5 to $10, depending on, if you want organic or if maybe you are a vegetarian and you want to stick with, plant-based. So again, times right now are really tough. And so why do you think, especially local providers, can help kind of with that need that we're seeing?
Yeah, so I think that we have the Clarksville community really understands that APSU students are the future of Clarksville. And so we've seen just a tremendous outpouring of support by local business owners, community members who are willing to donate stuff from their local shelves that are slightly beyond their Best By dates. But we also see people, having food drives at local churches or sororities and fraternities, athletics. We're all kind of rallying together because we know it's really tough times. But we are at the Support Our Students Food Pantry. We're constantly accepting donations and making sure that we have a way to get food to students quickly and efficiently is one of our key priorities.
Definitely, Olivia. Now, switching gears just a little bit, something a lot of people don't realize is that many college students are eligible for SNAP, or again, some people may have called it different names, but SNAP benefits are available for them. And I know, Lauren, you can tell us more about that. What do you think? Maybe they're just not aware that the threshold is there, that it doesn't take that much to sign up for them?
I find that a lot of students experience embarrassment to ask for help, especially with things like financial assistance, because students have a lot of pressure. They're new to college, they're entering their adult life, and they feel like they have to do everything on their own. So when you bring up SNAP benefits, they think, I don't need SNAP, I don't have kids, I'm just 20. They don't understand that SNAP is for anybody eligible over 18, and that includes them. So with that, it's just a general awareness. So we do screenings regularly. If you have less than 10 meals a week on your meal plan, you are likely eligible. And we just want to get the word out and destigmatize that, because it's nothing wrong with asking for help. It's nothing wrong with needing assistance, because times are hard.
Big time, definitely. Now, if, say, for instance, somebody's watching our segment now and says, ooh, well, maybe I could do that, what's the first thing they should do?
The first thing they should do is contact me or Olivia, or even come to the food pantry, because most of our volunteers are informed on the screening. We keep the QR code everywhere, and ask us, how can I see if I'm eligible for SNAP? And we'll start off with the screener. Should they do the screener and it turns out they're not eligible, we have plenty of resources. The food pantry, always open, good things, local butchers, so things like meat will be there, and that's probably the most expensive part of groceries. They can also go to Manna Cafe, we partner with them, or to Yay Pack, or even Loaves and Fishes if they want a hot meal in that moment. So we always have resources, and we are accommodating, even with services the food pantry doesn't explicitly provide.
Very cool. So good stuff. So now let's talk a little bit about emergency funds. So some sort of similar, maybe somebody is in a hard time, and maybe they've found out, oh no, I don't have enough money for that rent payment, or oh no, I've got a medical problem and I've got a one-time fee I've got to pay for this medical thing. What are the things that people can do to get those emergency funds?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we understand that the majority of Austin Peay students are first-generation students. A lot of students don't have a huge safety net to fall back on and don't have a lot of savings. So if they run into an unanticipated emergency, it's a real struggle, and we don't want that to get in the way of them being academically successful. So there's a couple of different things that students can do if they're struggling financially. The first thing is they can reach out to me, the basic needs coordinator, Olivia, and just have a conversation. They can also online. There is an application for the Emergency Assistance Fund, and we provide supportive services as part. It's a one-time grant that does not need to be repaid back. It's only good for one time in your APSU career, but those funds can be put towards a housing emergency, or potentially you get a flat tire and you need a way to get to school and work, and you can, that is an option. That is sort of a one-time generous gift. There's also, the university has what's called the Miller Loan, which is a small loan that you can apply for that needs to be repaid. But if you're struggling financially, we just encourage you to reach out to our department, to reach out to your advisor, and because there are resources on campus that can help in those times of financial crisis.
Very important stuff. So good. Thank you for letting us know about that. Now, what if somebody wants to volunteer or help out? Maybe do what you do, Lauren. What can people do?
Oh, one way that they can volunteer is we have a form on the Austin Peay S.O.S Food Pantry website that they can fill out to request a time, or even if they want to just show up when they can. Help is always appreciated. There's always something to do. If they're interested in the Peer Navigator program, because I graduate in 2027, I'll be more than happy to help them with onboarding, to help them with anything they need, because honestly, being a peer navigator by myself is hard work. So if someone is interested in doing what I do, so we plan events, we talk to students, we inform the public about SNAP. Again, contact me or Olivia, and we'd be happy to tell them more in more depth, more detail, get them in contact with the Student Basic Needs Coalition. But this wouldn't be possible without our volunteers, even the people that volunteered to train me on being a peer navigator. So our lifeline is volunteers. We're never going to turn down any volunteers. If there's not work to be done, we can find some, and we do appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Our office is the Office of Community Engagement and Sustainability. So if you want to tend to the chickens, or you want to help out with the recycling at a football game, there are many, many opportunities for volunteering. And next week is actually, there are volunteer opportunities that are available all week, including with some of our food insecurity partners, Manna Cafe, Loaves and Fishes, as well as Habitat for Humanity.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Now, a question about where you're located, because I know I have a lot of students are like, no, Home Avenue, how exactly do I get there? So I thought it'd be a good time to talk maybe to either of you, like, if you tell somebody how, I know it's the big red door, right? And on Home Avenue, there's the big door. But other than that, if somebody isn't sure where to go, what should we tell them?
Oh, I can go.
Yeah,
I
whichever.
just know if I have muscle memory.
Oh, that's okay.
So White House Red Door is what we say. But it's right down the street from the bookstore. So if you're going from campus to the bookstore, you're probably walking down Home Avenue. You're going to walk past a tiny little white house with a red door. That is our office. You're not going to go in that office. You'll actually go down a gravel driveway, and there is a garage that is currently the house of our food pantry. There are always people manning the food pantry. We're open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 4. We are closed on Mondays, but if you I encourage students to bring a friend, come on down, and bring your reusable bags, and you can shop once a week. And like Lauren said, not only do we have kind of what you'd think of as your shelf-stable items, like pasta and mac and cheese and things like that, but we also partner with a local butcher. So each week students can get 1 pound of beef or 1 pound of chicken. We also have some great partner organizations. So right now with YayPack, they just gave us Starbucks coffee. We've got some big Gatorades. We've got some, I think we have some protein bars that I saw at Walmart. A box of them was like $6.
Whoa. So,
we you never know what you're going to get. But we encourage you just to 322 Home Avenue, White House Red Door.
Right.
So if any students are interested and want to know what's the best day to go to the food pantry, I'm going to tell you Thursday. That is close to our restock times. That's when we get all the new stuff. So you're going to have your first pick. One week we had about 20 apple pies, frozen, key lime pies. Last year we had Jenny's ice cream. A lot of them. Those are about $10 a pint. Right. So you get there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Even if that's all you come for, ice cream, a pack of noodles, it's for you too.
Very cool. And that was what I was going to say. I know it's more than just food, too, right? You guys have home goods. You have other things, a career closet with clothes.
So we have a clothing closet. So if I know every student has to take a public speaking class and has to dress professionally. If you have a job interview, we have suits. We have all sorts of nice professional clothing. Also, if you want to make a donation, if you've outgrown some clothes or you have a suit that you've never worn and that you're like, somebody else could use this more, we accept donations of business casual or business professional clothes or home goods as well.
Wonderful.
Dishes, books, kids' toys.
All the things, right? Yeah, no, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, both of you, for stopping by. So we had Lauren Mayweather, who is the peer navigator there at the pantry. Olivia Lahan, thank you so much for coming by and telling us all about the SOS Food Pantry again, over on Home Avenue, 931-221-6120, right? Is that the number? Awesome. I remember it. Fantastic. And I'm Micah Terrell with 91.9 Public Affairs and APSU-TV.